Have you ever wanted to understand how spiritual symbols can manifest in everyday life and what they might mean for you personally? In today's video, we're looking into a fascinating topic where science meets spirituality. It's a topic that even high-profile figures like Elon Musk find intriguing, suggesting there's more to these natural symbols than meets the eye. Let's explore the secret spiritual meaning of the half moon on your thumbnail, a concept so subtle yet possibly profound, believed to have been referenced in teachings by figures like Jesus. The small, pale half-moon shape that sits at the base of your nail is not just a random mark, it's called the lunula, which is Latin for little moon. This crescent-shaped area is more visible on the thumb but can be seen on other fingernails too. Biologically, the lunula is a very sensitive part of the nail, and its primary role is quite critical. It serves as a protective cover over the delicate blood vessels that lie beneath, which are responsible for forming new nail cells. The nail itself grows from this point, so the health and visibility of your lunula can actually say a lot about your overall nail health and, consequently, your general well-being. While the lunula is a common biological feature, its visibility can vary significantly from person to person. Some may have a very prominent lunula on almost every nail, while others might notice it's nearly absent. Traditionally, medical professionals believed that the size and shape of the lunula could reflect the physical health of an individual. For example, a less visible lunula could sometimes indicate malnutrition or anemia, whereas a lunula that is too prominent might suggest issues with your cardiovascular system. But, it's important to consult with a healthcare provider for accurate health assessments rather than relying solely on such signs. Turning from the science to the spiritual, symbols have held significant weight in human history, serving as tools for communication and representation long before the written word. They are a universal language, understood not through speech but through the collective unconscious of society. Across various cultures and religions, symbols like the lunula have been imbued with meanings that go beyond their physical appearances. In the context of Christian teachings, where parables and metaphors were a common method of imparting wisdom, it's not far-fetched to imagine that even something like the lunula could carry deeper spiritual messages. Jesus often used natural elements to symbolize spiritual truths, teachings that were meant to guide and enlighten. The lunula, a natural and subtle part of the human body, could be seen as a symbol of purity and wholesomeness, owing to its unblemished and delicate appearance that contrasts sharply with the tougher surfaces of our bodies. It might be considered a reminder of the light within or the beginning of potential in its crescent form, representing the promise of growth and renewal, just as the new moon signals the start of a new cycle in many traditions. In exploring these interpretations, we connect not just with the teachings of the past but with a universal quest for meaning that transcends time and culture. Symbols like the lunula encourage us to look deeper into the everyday elements of our lives, finding significance in the smallest details and understanding how they reflect back on our personal and spiritual journeys. This kind of mindfulness can lead to greater self-awareness and a more harmonious sense of being, as we begin to see the interconnectedness of all things, from the smallest biological features to the largest spiritual symbols. Elon Musk, a name synonymous with cutting-edge technology and innovation, also displays a keen interest in the broader implications of spiritual and mystical symbols. His fascination is not merely with the scientific aspects of the universe but also with how these aspects connect to deeper, spiritual meanings. This duality of interest reflects a comprehensive approach to understanding the world, which can inspire us to look beyond the mere material. Musk's curiosity about symbols like the lunula highlights a crucial point: the intersection of spirituality and science is not only possible but often necessary. By considering spiritual interpretations, we open up a dialogue between what we see and what we believe, between empirical evidence and metaphysical speculation. This dialogue can lead to a more holistic understanding of our existence, prompting questions about the nature of consciousness and the universe. It encourages a mindset that does not dismiss the mystical merely because it cannot be measured but instead appreciates the mystery as a part of the human experience. While the direct reference to the lunula in Christian scriptures may not be explicit, the metaphorical use of everyday elements by Jesus to impart spiritual lessons is well documented. The teachings of Jesus often included parables that used common sights as metaphors for larger truths, encouraging observers to find divine significance in their natural surroundings. In this light, the lunula can be viewed as a symbol with potential spiritual meanings. In spiritual discussions, the lunula could be interpreted as a sign of wholeness and spiritual completeness. Its shape, mirroring the crescent moon, can symbolize the cyclical nature of life and the concept of renewal, themes prevalent in many Christian teachings about resurrection and rebirth. Just as the moon cycles from new to full, the lunula can remind us of the ongoing renewal of the spirit and the continuous presence of growth and new beginnings in our lives. This interpretation invites viewers to reflect on their own lives and consider how cycles of renewal are constantly at play, subtly guiding us toward personal and spiritual rejuvenation. In modern spirituality, symbols found in the human body are often linked to deeper meanings beyond their physical functions. The lunula, with its distinct crescent shape, is frequently associated with energy, health, and the balance between the physical and spiritual self. Some interpretations suggest that a well-defined lunula represents strong inner vitality, while a faint or absent lunula may indicate a need for restoration, not just in the body but in the mind as well. Many spiritual perspectives view the lunula as a reflection of the unseen forces that shape reality. It is believed to signify alignment with natural rhythms, just as the moon influences tides and cycles in nature. In this context, the lunula may serve as a reminder that everything in life follows a pattern, and recognizing these patterns can lead to a deeper understanding of personal growth and awareness. This perspective encourages paying closer attention to subtle details that may offer guidance in daily life. The human mind responds strongly to symbols, whether consciously or subconsciously. When people attach meaning to something like the lunula, it can influence their thoughts and behaviors. If the lunula is seen as a sign of health or energy, it may inspire a more mindful approach to physical well-being. Similarly, if it is interpreted as a symbol of renewal, it can serve as a reminder to focus on personal progress rather than setbacks. From a psychological perspective, symbols often hold power because they reinforce beliefs and perceptions. When individuals associate the lunula with strength or balance, they may feel more confident in their decisions. This is why certain symbols, even those found in the body, can play a role in shaping thought patterns. The lunula, small yet ever-present, can be a subtle but constant indicator of resilience, renewal, and alignment with the natural order of life. Elon Musk has often expressed his interest in ideas that go beyond conventional thinking. His approach to technology and space exploration is driven by a belief in limitless possibilities. This mindset aligns with the way symbols, including the lunula, are interpreted in both scientific and spiritual discussions. When looking at the lunula through this perspective, it can represent continuous progress and the pursuit of knowledge. In high-pressure environments, symbols serve as reminders of larger goals. The lunula, as a sign of growth and renewal, can reflect the idea that setbacks are temporary and progress is always happening, even if not immediately visible. Musk's ability to push boundaries in fields like artificial intelligence and space travel is an example of how observing patterns and symbols can fuel determination. The connection between what is seen in nature and what is created through innovation highlights the relationship between observation and action. Symbols like the lunula encourage self-reflection. When people notice certain patterns in their bodies or surroundings, they often seek meaning in them. This search for meaning can lead to greater awareness of personal habits, mindset, and overall well-being. The lunula, often linked to health and energy, serves as a small but powerful indicator of internal balance. Recognizing the lunula as a sign of renewal can inspire a different way of looking at challenges. Growth is a continuous process, and even when progress seems slow, small changes are happening beneath the surface. Observing symbols in daily life can be a way to stay connected to personal goals and maintain a clear direction. The presence of these natural patterns reminds us that everything follows a cycle, and patience is essential in any pursuit. There are many interpretations surrounding the lunula, ranging from scientific explanations to spiritual beliefs. Some claim that the lunula is a direct indicator of energy levels or intelligence, while others associate it with mystical influences. It is important to distinguish between factual knowledge and assumptions. While the lunula plays a role in nail health, it does not control one's fate or personality. But, this does not mean that symbols like the lunula lack significance. Throughout history, people have looked at natural signs for guidance. While there may not be scientific proof of spiritual meanings, the way people interpret symbols can influence their mindset. What matters is the personal meaning one assigns to these signs, whether for motivation, awareness, or as a reminder of ongoing growth. The lunula, often unnoticed, carries meanings that bridge science, health, and spirituality. While it serves a biological function, it has also been linked to renewal and balance. Figures like Elon Musk have shown interest in exploring ideas beyond conventional thinking, which aligns with the way people seek meaning in natural symbols. Whether viewed from a scientific or spiritual perspective, the lunula represents the continuous cycle of growth. It serves as a reminder that small details can hold greater significance when observed closely. Paying attention to such patterns can lead to deeper self-awareness and a broader understanding of the connections between nature, science, and belief.